Now, listen, you guys, it seems like the Transformer is out there paying Bongo 2 dust. Now, we're also going to be talking about the one-sided beef that Summer has with Nicki Minaj. And at the same time, we're also going to be discussing about this entire situation with Halle Bailey allegedly cheating, on DDG. And Stefan and the Transformer are still going strong. Meanwhile, JT is being called out for being a groupie. Flo Milli is finally responding to people who were questioning her about going to perform 9 days postpartum. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, the first thing that we are going to be talking about, let us talk about the Transformer and, of course, her bestie, Auntie Meg, as her children like to say, or Bongo 2, as we all like to call her. So, it seems like despite them both being at the Met Gala, Bongo 2 was stuck with Doja Cat, was stuck with Doechii, as well as Angel Reese, but we didn't see any pictures of the two of them being together. Of course, fans are questioning what exactly is going on. The last time that we spoke about that duo, people were noticing that Bongo 2 seemingly was throwing some shade towards the Transformer, and the Transformer was also liking a shady tweet about Tory Lanez and Bongo 2, which had people feeling like, well, it seems like the two of them, there is some tension going on. But like I always say on this channel, these two, even if they do beef, they cannot publicly come out here and acknowledge that they do not see eye to eye because, well, they need to maintain the narrative that they are sisters and the one bad apple in female rap is Nicki Minaj. That's the narrative that they need to continue pushing. So for that reason, even if they fall out, trust me, they're going to do it quietly. All we're going to see is, hints like this and stuff like this because you cannot tell me with how they love PR and how they love to push narratives, they could not do even, so much as to take a picture together. That to me just shows me that something is absolutely going on, something is in the air. And in this one, whose side would I take? I wouldn't take anyone's side because I do feel like, well, they were using each other when it was convenient, and none of those women is innocent. Okay, so it is what it is. If they do fall out, I mean, it was basically a long time coming, and it is what it is. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Do you believe that something is going on between the Transformer and Bongo 2? Speaking of Bongo 2, she was latching onto Doechii and Doja Cat, trying to prove to people that they are hanging, and I'm not really surprised. Like I told you, she is such a user. If you pay attention, you will realize that, well, she will bestify you as long as she can benefit something from you. She did the same with every upcoming female rapper. When Nicki, it was popular to get support from Nicki, she did that. And then she moved on to the Transformer, she did that. And then she moved on to Cousin Sloth, she did that. And now she's latching on to Doechii. And it seems like Doechii herself doesn't mind because at the end of the day, I feel like these girls do know that they are just using each other. And Doechii also wants to be the cool person. So each, like the person who's going against Nicki Minaj is popular in that circle. So this time it does seem like the resources are going to Doechii. So all of them, it seems like they get memos to say, now act like you're cool with this person, and they do that very exact thing. So when they do fall out, of course, I do not have sympathy for any of them. Still talking about leeches, let us talk about the number one leech. I'm talking about prison pens. I mean, I didn't say the Transformer called her that. I'm talking about Jatavia. People are realizing that Jatavia is probably a groupie more than they, realized, because you guys know that Doechii has been under fire because of how she spoke, to her staff and how she spoke to people who were helping her, at the Met Gala, as people felt like, well, she was being rude when she was demanding the many umbrellas. And like I said on this channel, I still stand with Met Gala does come with a lot of pressure, which can lead to somebody snapping. But people were rather interested when they realized that, well, the person who was in Doechii's comment section when she was addressing this rumor is none other than Jatavia. Now, it is to note that the two of them do have a song together. They've got a song, Alter Ego, which I feel like is a very cool song. But people are like, do you guys notice that Jatavia, any girl who seems to be popping, she's under them, acting like she's a girl's girl and supporting them. And people are beginning to see a trend with this. when it was popular to support the Transformer, she was pro the Transformer. And, when Nicki came back, releasing music, she was on Nicki Minaj's D. And then at some point, she was on Megan's D until, of course, she was now weighing the option to see who has more fans, who has, who is at her peak between Bongo 2 and Nicki Minaj. And that's when she decided to not submit the Bongo 2 verse and decided to actually work with Nicki Minaj, which led to her falling out with Bongo 2. Cousin Sloth, the same thing again. So people are beginning to notice a pattern with her. So anyway, she went into Doechii's comment section and she said that was anxiety. Big night, your debut. Getty was there. I get it. You ate. So that was a way of telling Doechii that don't be too hard on yourself. Anxiety was meant to be there because you had pressure. And it's interesting how the girls all of a sudden are acknowledging that Getty is the standard. And once again, Nicki is out there setting these standards. I mean, when she said that she doesn't have to edit Getty, it seems everybody now is very aware that Getty is going to be there and is going to be capturing you just as you are. But that being said, what makes me realize that somebody was once a groupie is how quick they are with the insults. When JT became cool with Nicki Minaj, I guess to pledge her allegiance and stuff like that, she had to be shady to the Transformer. And a lot of people really do feel like they have to do that. And I think the Transformer herself even knows that these girls volunteer to shade her to get attention from Nicki Minaj. Because you guys remember that even Joey, the Transformer, called Joe Budden out saying that, well, to be accepted that side, you had to be messy towards me. And I'm pretty sure that she's not even asking you to do that, but you're doing it on your own. How JT was quick with the insults to the Transformer's face, or you look ugly, or you look this. For people who used to be cool, it means that the whole time she was acting like she likes her when she really doesn't. Because when you do fall out with someone that you once liked like that, the insults don't come so quick. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Stefan Diggs and the Transformer. It seems like the two of them are inseparable. Oh my God. They are yin and yang. They are everywhere where the cameras go. They are there. And it is beginning to make sense to me. It feels a lot like PR. And I mean, everywhere where Stefan is spotted, the Transformer is there behind in the background. And some people were even joking that, well, she is out there looking like Mary J. Blige in the background. And for the after parties, they were pulling up together, and stuff like that. And people are realizing that it is giving PR. And I kind of get it, because if you guys remember, I think a couple of months ago when she went on that rant, all she could talk about is, well, I can move on today and the media is going to be on my case, wanting to know who I'm dating, just the way Lori Harvey is like. So it seems like she's been waiting for a moment like this. Offset was not, standing together with her in solidarity to be that it couple. So she was like, I'm going to take Stefan, okay? I don't care about who he has a baby with. I don't care about all these side chicks. I'm going to go with, an athlete basically to get the clout that I need. But I do hope that in whatever she does, she's not going to get in there with her entire heart, like how she did with Offset, because when a man is embarrassing you before you even get married, don't think that it's going to change just because you got married. So I hope she knows what she's doing and she's not going to end up on Twitter Spaces ranting again about Stefan, because that would just make her look like a bird. The likes of academics, the so-called friends, are waiting, of course, for that day. They are acting like they are all behind her. But the reality of it is when it all comes down to loyalty, the likes of academics are always going to be loyal to their men. But anyway, let us move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Summer Walker's one-sided beef with Nicki Minaj. It seems like Summer, for some reason, really doesn't like Nicki Minaj that much. Well, this all came after she posted a couple of pictures with her own favorite, Met Gala looks and stuff like that. And some people were like, okay, where is Nicki Minaj, in these people? Because she put almost, every other person, every other female rapper except Nicki Minaj. And people are also clocking her to say that Rihanna and Nicki Minaj's outfit were almost similar. popular. So to put Rihanna's outfit there and leave out Nicki Minaj and put all these other outfits together, it must mean that this is something personal. This is not merely based on the dresses or the clothes. And honestly, with that logic, I would like to say she's entitled to like whoever's outfit she likes. And also, when I saw that, nothing came to mind in as far as Shade is concerned because she can like who she likes, but nothing is going to erase Nicki Minaj's picture off that red carpet. People are still gagging and just gushing over how beautiful she looks. Whether Summer Walker likes it or not, it's not going to change anything. So I didn't see anything offensive with that. And it's not like Summer Walker is Vogue. I mean, if Vogue is saying that Nikki is one of the best dressed and she made it in the like within the first five people to be mentioned by Vogue, what is Summer Walker? Honestly, she also needs help with her own dressing. So I really wouldn't take offense with anything that Summer Walker would say, which angers me a lot when I see some of these babs in these people's comment sections saying things like that. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Summer, was she at the Met? She wasn't. So who cares about what Summer Walker thinks? Really, you guys. So honestly, I didn't see anything wrong with the post. She can like who she likes. However, what I found shady is the fact that somebody came and said that, well, you guys are trying to be messy, she likes who she likes and stuff like that. And that was a response to some babs who were in the comment section saying, why did you leave out Nicki Minaj? When I realized that Summer actually does have a problem with Nicki Minaj is when she decided to pin that comment. That's when I was like, that's interesting. You know how the internet works. You are a celebrity, you are a public figure. People are always going to have, an opinion. But for you to pin a comment like that clearly tells that, well, you were doing that intentionally and you're trying to make it known that, well, I don't care about what you got. Like that to me is where the pettiness began. In as far as the list is concerned, she can do a little list. It's okay. I mean, it's Summer Walker. Like, should I pull out some of the outfits that she has put to the red carpet for you guys to see that I don't care how she ranks anyone because she herself needs help. She couldn't even pick the right doctor to do a BBL. So I mean, why would anyone? She, with all the money that she has, she could not pick a better doctor. So to be offended by her list, honestly, is ridiculous. But the pettiness of her pinning that comment, that's when I was like, okay, so clearly she doesn't like Nicki Minaj. She's making it known. It's like an FU moment and stuff like that. But guess what? Nicki was at the Met. Nicki was mentioned by Vogue, actually, as one of the best dressed. So no amount of mustiness, I'm just joking, you guys, no amount of shade or pettiness is going to change that. But anyway, speaking about Summer, now that we're talking about her, we hardly talk about Summer Walker on this channel, but now that the attention is on her, we might as well talk about her relationship status. I just came across a post that is saying that, well, her and the latest bae are no longer with each other. The post reads, Summer Walker and Rico Reckless have apparently broken up with each other. And with Summer, I'd like to say, I'm shocked, but I'm really not shocked. I mean, she has a new boyfriend every other 2 days. So, I mean, somebody who cannot even pick her man right, why would you think that she would be picking, the best dressed, the actual best dressed right on the red carpet? I'm just joking, you guys. Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about Flo Milli. Let's talk about Flo Milli. The last time I spoke about Flo Milli here, we were talking about her performing postpartum. They are saying that allegedly she was 9 days postpartum when she decided to hop on stage and shake her behind in a very tiny skirt. And people were like, wait, here's the red substance dried out, is it no longer coming out? And people like, this is not cute, this is actually very sad, and it's a reflection of the kind of men that she has a baby with, because such a man would hold you down, you wouldn't need to work. And some people felt like, well, her team put her up to it just to create the optics that, oh, look at her, she just popped a baby out and now she's back on stage performing Superwoman and stuff like that. So people really had mixed feelings about her performing on that stage. Personally, I said, if she likes it, we absolutely love it. Only she knows why she's doing all of that. Okay, I do hope that it was never for optics. I do hope that it was out of necessity. Otherwise, it would be absolutely, insane. It seems like that came to her, that came back to her, and she was like, I'm going to address this ish. You guys have no right to police my body, and your body, your power to you, Flo Milli. But I do hope that women know that it's okay to take a rest also, especially after popping out a baby. It's okay for your body to heal naturally. Those that go on the table, it's okay to take an entire year without touching your body and to not have the quick snap back. It's okay also to take time off, work after giving birth. It's okay for women to do that. I just want to say that. But it's okay also for, if for people like Flo Milli who want to be on stage soon after. It's absolutely okay. But anyway, this is what Flo had to say. She said, if y'all really thinking I had my baby 9 days ago. So I guess she is debunking the rumor that, well, she had the baby 9 days ago. And another person said, well, it's still less than 2 weeks and she's not having that. And she said, God forbid a girl just want to feel like herself again and perform. And another person said, Flo Milli's ninja don't have a job. Why is she already performing? Where is her family and friends? And she said, H, go chalk on AD and before you speak on me, my child's father or my family. And I don't know what to make of this, honestly. Like I said, if she likes it, we absolutely love it. Only she knows, the reason why she's doing that. She's claiming that, well, she just wants to feel like herself again. And congratulations on the baby. That's the nice thing that I have to say. Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Halle Bailey. Like, listen, you guys, a lot was going on in as far as the Met Gala is concerned. I mean, we're still discussing about the Met Gala because they are, of course, after situations that do come after the Met Gala and stuff like that. So we've been caught up in a lot of these things to the point that we missed the part where academics came out there and was accusing Halle Bailey of cheating with DDG. Now, one thing I can say about academics is he's a very messy human being. But majority of the time, he really does not lie. In as far as I'm not talking about his opinions. His opinions, of course, I can debate with. But when it comes to the tea that happens inside the music industry, he is usually onto these things before we even get onto them. And he has inside information, and people do come to him with information. And majority of the time, it does seem like the information that he puts out there is correct, unless, of course, the times that Drake misleads him. So academics came out here and, when he was talking about Halle's outfit at the Met Gala, he was like, well, Halle should just come out with that ninja that he cheated DDG with, because at this point, DDG is already moving on. Before you guys accuse me of lying, let me just insert the academics audio and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Yeah, I could care two fucks, bro. What is this? It's DDG baby moms? She look like she going to a funeral, gang. Yo, Halle, man, just go pop out with that fires already, man. Yo, DDG with 3,000 stream now, man. It's cool. The smoke done clear. You could pop out with Brent Fire. It's time. You see, like when you was kicking it with him before, nobody like really peep game. But like now, DDG been with too many. Like I ain't saying he him, but he been hanging out with Lala, the Island Girl, Zoe, whoever the fuck. Like he been hanging out with too many. You clear now, girl. Go pop out with Brent Fires. It's all good now. It's valid now. It's valid. Valid. Yo, back in the day, like a couple months ago, DDG was fuming. What's his son named Halo? Nigga was like, man, I can't see Halo and I can't. They don't even know I'm single. Like, and she's with Brent Fires. Yeah, that's what happened. But now, DDG free. The internet chose his side. He with his son Halo. Like, she been chilling out with his son shit. Yo, Halle, pop out with a new man. Well, pop out with old boy, Brent Fires. Pop out with that. Fuck that. Pop out now. It's time to pop out. Time to pop out and show. DDG keep being on streaming mad hoes anyway. You good now. I'm telling you, good. Yeah, if you pop out with Brent Fires right now, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make sure DDG can't say nothing about you, bro. Nobody's saying nothing about you. Feel me? It's time. Word two. She look good though. What did she do? She acts, right? I ain't see the Little Mermaid. That's but I'm pretty.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Well, there you heard that, you guys. So let me know in the comment section, do you believe what academics is coming forward with? And if so, do you guys really think that also DDG had the grounds to go against, Halle and basically cheat on her? Or do you think that academics is making this up just to make it look like DDG is not the bad guy in this entire situation? Personally, you know my stance when it comes to Halle and DDG. I've always said it when they started dating. I always felt like Halle could do better. To me, DDG gives me the vibes of he will do any and everything for clout. Just this, past couple of days when Halle was at the Met Gala, he was out there talking about, oh, I couldn't spend time with Halle. Oh my goodness, my son is being taken away from me. And I'm like, if you truly are a stand-up father, like you want us to say, you know where the quotes are. Like each and every single time that Halle is out there getting a little bit of light, there you see DDG coming in with this PT stories and stuff like that. And I'm not mad at Halle moving forward, but I do hope that she does it with so much consideration of the kind of person that she's getting together with. We do not want another Stephon Diggs and the Transformer situation. So I do hope that she's smart with everything that she's doing. Still speaking about the same girl, I forgot to mention, she was spotted together at the Met Gala with none other than Burna Boy, and people were like, what is going on? Well, for those of you who do not know, Burna Boy and Flo Bailey once spent Christmas together in Lagos, Nigeria. So people are like, well, this is nothing but just a sister-in-law hanging with a brother-in-law. And people are also mentioning that they have never seen Chloe hanging with DDG. So what exactly is happening in that family dynamic? But that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.